How y'all doing? Welcome to Mr. Timchek's class. We are currently standing on one of the houses that we're building. Um, we're framing up these two-story small houses that pretty much replicate exactly what it's like to build a actual house. So once we got to the second story, we need to tie off, all right, and wear a harness and make sure we have all our fall safety protection on so we can be safe at working at height. So here's our harness. All right, first thing you want to do is make sure that everything is in working order. There's no cuts, snags. Sometimes, when you're working, it might snag on something. It might be ripped. You never want to trust the person before you that everything was put away safely and well. So everything looks good. All right. Everything looks functional. Now, how to put one of these on. Okay. So you're going to want to start off like putting it on like a backpack. All right. So you have your two shoulder, all right, straps. Okay. And like this. All right. So I'll stand back a little bit more. Okay. So that's here, nice and flat. And now you're going to go between your legs, all right, and swing these up, okay, and you do the first one first, all right. So I'll get a little closer to show you what I'm talking about. So I swung this, was underneath my leg, and I'm swinging it up like so, okay. So I swung it up, all right, and this, all right, goes in like this, okay. But we can see here, I can fit, quite a bit of space in here. So you got to adjust it to the tightness of a flat hand. All right, so for this one, all right, I got to adjust it quite a bit. All right, so all I got to do is move this over. All right, so I got to tighten it up. So I'm just going to pull this, all right. Just in here. Let's see. Still a little bit more. You can see it's getting closer. All right, so you see, like, that's too tight. All right, I can't even get it buckled. You definitely don't want to strangulate your leg, so I just need to give back a little bit. All right, I got about a flat hand in there. That's good. Nice and secure. All right, there is a little strap here, all right, that you can put your end on so it's not flopping all over the place. I can fit a flat hand, all right, and that's nice and that's loose enough, all right, but it's not tight enough. It's not tight, so getting off circulation. All right, do the same thing on this leg. All right, I'm not sure why this one's so loose. I'll do this a little bit faster on this one so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. These do come in different sizes. All right, flat hand, flat hand. All right, not super tight. All right, so this is what it looks like. Here, I'll open up the camera. All right, here it is. All right, last but not least, you got your chest buckle. There we go. All right, so I can move around. It's not so tight I can't move around. It takes a little while getting used to. All right, you can see it from the back, but it's not so bad. So I'm all strapped in here. Everything's nice and tight. I can't slip out of it. All right, but flat hand, everything's good. All right, if I do fall. Next step. All right, we have our lanyard. Okay, so this is our fall arrest lanyard. So this part right here is the arrest part of the lanyard, where it's spring. If you did fall, this would spring out and kind of save you from the shock of falling to the ground. This is the part that hooks onto your back. All right. Usually, you have to get someone to do that, and you definitely want to get someone to do that just in case it's not on all the way. All right. So this is the part that is attached to you, and then this is all right where you can, depending on where you're at, how high, how much you need. This is kind of like your leash. All right, and it moves. All right, so all you gotta do is press it in like this. All right, and you can give yourself more. All right, or you can give yourself less. All right, so it slides either way, either direction, and it's all good to go. All right, and so, but this is the actual part that hooks onto you, and this other part I showed hooks on to your tie-off point, which I'm going to move the camera. All right, so that is our tie-off point. We have it tied off to the rafter. All right, you see that? And then we just hook it on there, and that is our fall safety precautions. Now, all right, so you have to make sure, depending on, like I said, how high you are, that you have enough so you can move around, but you have to calculate if you did fall and the arrest springs open, that you don't have too much so that you hit the ground. All right, so wherever you're moving about, you just have to make sure that you have the correct amount, and don't forget about that. All right, so that concludes, all right, putting on your safety harness.